42 Dot's been making quite a bit of noise as it relates to the technical breakthroughs that the company's had. And for the audience who's not familiar, 42 Dot is part of the Hyundai Corporation. Hyundai's a big company. They've got lots of different elements in there. They've got the motor vehicles, they got the heavy equipment, they've got manufacturing. Where does 42 Dot fit into this, I'll call it, impressive, massively large ecosystem known as Hyundai?
So when people think of things like industrial equipment, they're usually not thinking of the most modern of technologies in the universe. And even cars, in some aspects of it, aren't nearly as advanced as some of the cool stuff that we're seeing at CES. So what 42 Dot's role is within this Hyundai ecosystem is to really bring out the modernization of technology into automotive specifically. And per usual for Hyundai, that means sharing it with the greater Hyundai as well.
And you're definitely pushing technical bounds forward. You're following trends in the marketplace because 42 Dots developed an end-to-end autonomous driving system. That was well done. How did you do it? Let's hear all about the system.
Sure. So it's at least fairly well known now as Atria AI, and it's an end-to-end system with a focus toward that holy grail of level 4 autonomy. The thing I'd like to highlight is that while it is a very, very advanced technology, it really is not being built for the purpose of fleet vehicles specifically. It's really focused on the user for the end product. And so for folks that may not be as familiar, end-to-end takes an approach where rather than having disparate systems that handle different portions of the autonomous vehicle, like one portion that might just be the perception and one portion that might be the prediction and another portion that's planning, what it really does is it takes the data straight from the sensors, it puts it into a large model, and then actually comes out with that planning from it, right? And so we've focused heavily, at least with this latest technology, to go, again, straight from that sensor to planning.
It's smart. So if you look at it from a market perspective, then what you're saying, so then is the plan to compete with Wave and Tesla's FSD? And could we eventually see these in the Genesis vehicles, perhaps, since the company's been very public about making that your technology forward brand?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the main benefits of using this type of end-to-end camera-focused technology is that it can go into pretty much any vehicle. I'm not going to claim that cameras themselves are ultra cheap. There's a lot to it aside from just the silicon. There's also the lensing, the placement in the chassis, all the wiring to it, and things like that. But it does lower the cost quite a bit. For example, the large LiDAR systems that sit on top of vehicles that you might be seeing on Waymos, those can get pretty pricey, as well as not exactly everyone's cup of tea in terms of aesthetics. So when you think about what consumers are willing to buy and focused on buying, cost is a huge factor. Aesthetics are quite possibly the larger factor.